Hey guys, welcome back, and today we are going to take a look at HTML buttons. So to create a button, we need a button tag. A button tag has an opening tag and a closing tag. A closing tag is referenced by this /. So now, if you can zoom a little bit, we have this button, and we can click it, but nothing really amazing happens. So let's make it do something. But first of all, let's give it some text. Let's say, if you click this, you're cool. Now it says this text. Now let's make it alert something once we click it. So to do this, we need JavaScript. And there's two ways we can go about this. We can go into the head and create a script tag. We can first of all add an event listener so that it only calls this block of code when the website is loaded. And now we can give this button an ID. For example, cool button. Now we can get this here with the document.querySelector function. And now we can just put in here the CSS selector for this button right here. And so if you know a little bit of CSS, then you would know that the selector is actually hashtag cool button. So we can copy this and paste it in here. And now we can add another event listener, but this time for the click event. Right click in here. Now we define if callback function. Okay, so now here this function is executed when the cool button is clicked. And we can alert something like, just like that, you're cool. Now if you click this, we get the message saying that we are cool. As you can see. Now this doesn't really apply to me, so let me change it to something else. This seems more like it. But yeah, there's also a different way we can go about this, but we will still need JavaScript. But we don't have to do all this with the querySelector method. We can just create a function called onClick. Oh, let's actually not call it that. On cool button click. Now we can just alert this, and then there are different properties for the button tag in HTML. So for example, we have on hover. Never mind, we actually don't have that. We have on click, we have on change, we have on blur, on drag. So we have a bunch of events. I just saw it's actually on mouse over here. You can just try it out real quick. You're hovering over the button. This is basically an alternative way of saying hover. You see, you get this alert every time you hover over the button. That's actually not what we want to do, so let me delete that. What we want to do now is call the onClick property. And we can set this to something. Now the cool thing is we can actually write JavaScript in here. So we could do something like that, but that's not really what I want to do. I want to call this function right here that we defined above. So we paste this here, and we actually have to use parentheses because this is valid JavaScript. So let's try clicking it. nothing happens. Why is that? On-cool button click is not defined. Okay, so that means we just have to move this into the body tag. Wow, that didn't. Now we can get rid of this document.addEvent listener because we are now doing it in the body. We can just define a function on cool button click. And now we make it alert. This should work. This should work. And it does. So yeah, we can give this a little styling now, so it doesn't look that ugly. Let's give the body a little bit of padding first. Let's give it a background color. Let's make it black. Now we can style a button. We can make the button font size a little bit bigger. Let's say about 30 pixels. We can put it. We can put it in the middle. Give it a color too. Let's just see what. Yeah, let's take this one. It's cool. And we can also give this a padding. And you see this already looks a lot better. And also I like to give it a border radius because it just looks cooler. Like maybe let's do 5 pixels. Or actually let's do 10. And you can see the corners are rounder now. And last but not least, we can get rid of the outline and give it another border on pixel. And make it black. Or let's actually make it white. Or what colors are there? Green? Just make this separately. Border color. You can just copy paste this. And border width. We can make it 5 pixels. Can't even write that. Alright. So now you have a cool button which you can click. And this should work. So this is basically how HTML buttons work, and I hope you learned something from this video, and I'll see you in the next one.